Okay, welcome to the Healing Hearts of December. I'm so happy to welcome you all. This is the last month of 2023. And as always, it's always surprising to notice that it's already the last month and a new year is about to begin. And we have covered one more round around the sun. And I just hope that you feel more peaceful, more radiant, more evolved, and more secure within yourself before you close this year in the meetings that we have, in the conversations that we have. I can assure you that the content and the clarity that would happen in these meetings will be some of it would be expected and some of it would be completely unexpected, because my intention is to, in these 4 sessions that we have together, to share as much experiential wisdom that is easy to apply with you. And the second part is to listen to you, to different parts of you, and to help you integrate parts of you that might be in the shadows. So, for example, today, the topic that we have selected is money and our relationship with money. Have you ever attended any session before this one that was on this topic? So, this could be a topic that would bring out aspects of you that have not been touched before. And so, when Carl Jung said that if we don't bring the unconscious into conscious, we will always be a slave of the unconscious. So this is an attempt to bring into our light, into our conscious light, aspects of us that are very much alive, like we spend every day, right? We save or think of saving or spending every day unconsciously, but to make it a little conscious. So today we are wearing red, something red. That was what was shared in the group, that we are something red. The reason for the color red was, can you guess?
Ma'am, I think the red color is connected to root chakra, and root chakra has, direct connection with money.
Absolutely right. Red is the color of blood. When we don't have enough blood, what is our condition? It's called anemia, meaning our life force is less. And to live a socially fulfilling life, what is the blood? It's money. If we don't have enough money, we cannot live a full life. And so red color is a very good symbolic representation of how connected we are with our source. And the other word that's very important is safety. Root chakra is the chakra of safety, when you feel safe inside your body. So psychological safety is a very important dimension of feeling or beginning to create financial safety. So, the months if you are unemployed, there is a sense of knowing that something is not safe. I need to figure out, and if you're somebody who's figuring out and you want to figure it out soon, that there is a sense of safety that is missing when you don't have a flow of money in your bank account and so on. So the red color, what you're wearing, is a representation of the blood in terms of the material, emotional blood. You have listened to all the voice notes and you have done all the prompts and you have already engaged with the topic of relationship with money. Since all of us are females, one thing that I really wanted to start with, at the cost of shocking some of you, is to ask you, when was the last time you noticed the consistency and color of your period blood? When was the last time you looked at your blood and just noticed that, how is my period blood? Great. So, because that's also very important connection with our feminine identity. And if you're coming from the Indian dominant consciousness, in female blood, menstrual blood is always wrapped up and thrown in the dustbin, and there is an association of shame and fear and not to be discovered. You go to the chemist, you get the pads. If you use the pads, then they give it in the black plastic. So there's this idea of hiding. And what we are trying to do is we are saying that, okay, first, let me accept my blood, my identity, who I am, because also it is the source of all creation, right? All creation comes from menstrual blood. It's the purest blood of the body. It is the most nutritional blood. It is full of stem cells. And so, starting on a very base root chakra level, that how is my relationship with my own blood? Because we can only go out in the world and create something of value if we look at ourselves with respect and value. So if you have your menstrual cycles every month, if you have a healthy periodic cycle, and if the time of your menstruation, if you are able to look and integrate that aspect of you with respect, you would be unlearning a lot of unworthiness that you have taken from the society. Now, we are just 5 minutes into the session. I have given you a very big idea that how is your relationship with your blood? Because the blood that's flowing inside your body is the most valuable fluid, is the one that has the most nutritional components. And all of us are females, so we go through the menstrual cycles. And how do you look at that blood? What is your relationship with your own blood?
I think my relationship with my blood is unhealthy. It's not in the healthy territory because two words come to my mind. One is unhygienic
Mhm.
when I look at it, and another one is a lot of orthodox myth.
Because we are not born in a vacuum, we are born in a context, and in that context we learned from the women around us. And if there was no menstrual initiation cycle that happened in your household, when there was no celebration of you entering the puberty goddess initiations that happen in some families, then you entered confused and psychologically uncomfortable with what's going on,
Hmm. Yeah, fearful.
fearful. So it's absolutely normal, but it's not useful.
Hmm.
It's not healthy. And this is the place where we begin. When you have your periods, it's very important. If you're using a sanitary napkin, the plastic sanitary napkin, it's very important to understand that usually it has a bad odor because the napkin interacts with the blood and releases chemicals, and so it creates a bad odor. And that's why, and also it's environmentally very hazardous to be using plastic sanitary napkins. These days there are amazing options of period panties and cloth napkins and period cups that you can insert. But cloth napkins are the best and the easiest because it does not require a lot of work, and they're easy to wash. Because when you wash your period blood, you come in connection with your blood, and you understand that you have been carrying so many years of shame and fear and confusion about something that is so vital to your identity. So this is also a shadow part of our identity that we have been hiding, even though it's the most powerful aspect of being a woman, the ability to create. So it's so amazing when we become so scared of our own capacity to create. Our relationship with our periods is usually parallel to our relationship with our creativity. So after giving birth to Neil, you know that usually there is a postpartum period and it takes some time for the periods to return. And I knew it inside of me that this is my time where I have already created and I am now in a creative vacuum. And until and unless my periods don't return, I'm giving myself a break from work, because this is the creation I need to nurture wholeheartedly first. So when my periods return, that is the sign from my body that now you're ready for more creation. The reason for sharing all of this is only one: to give you as much wisdom that I have collected through personal research and scientific research. The authority on this topic is Dr. Kristen Northrop. I can give you the name. She has many YouTube videos where she talks about female anatomy and what's going on. But it's very important for us women to talk like this about this topic because we don't have any previous conversation like this. So where did we get the idea that this is unhygienic? Because that was the first blood that we got as a baby. How can it be unhygienic? How can nature give us the most unhygienic blood when we were born? There's something wrong about this. So it's unscientific. It's a good idea to rest during periods because your body is letting go of a creative aspiration, meaning the blood that had the creative possibility is now being released because it did not get any sperm. So then the body needs to mourn and grieve and let go and rest. That is how you could take the idea of resting. There's a wonderful female Indian researcher who re-understands all the myths and beliefs around periods. I had heard her many years back and kind of got assimilated all the wisdom, so I did not need to go back and research anymore. Just think about this, that you, next time when you have your periods, you look at the blood and you notice the color. You engage with it and you notice your discomfort if you're not used to engaging with it, because that discomfort is also your own conditioning. And I'm not saying that you need to get rid of it. I'm saying, but notice it. Because only when you notice it, you can come closer to you.